I sat on my couch in front of my TV, staring intently at the men's wear catalog, nervously eyeing the tall, thin suit page. That long, black suit with a tie. It made the suit look just like it. It made it look like him. This all started about a month ago. I was walking my dog in the nearby park when he decided that he was going to go crazy out of nowhere. He darted off into the nearby woods, and with his 4 legs, I easily could not keep up with him, and I lost sight of him. After a few hours of searching, night began to fall, on which I decided to give up. He would probably come home, you know, because dogs always do. I walked back out into the park, onto the cement path. It was about 7 o'clock, and the park was dimly lit by the poorly maintained lampposts. That's when I saw him. Standing at the edge of the path was a tall man in a suit. It was too dark to make out anything else. I didn't know what to make of it. He just stood there, motionless, erect. I thought of approaching him, but my gut told me it was the worst idea I had ever come up with. I decided that taking the back exit out of the park would be my best option. The image of the strange man left me feeling quite uneasy, quite vulnerable. But I convinced myself that it was just some random guy. Oh, how I wished I had known that this was no man. A few nights later, I was about to go to bed. Following my usual routine, I dropped my dirty dishes in the sink, locked the door, and went to the window to shut it. God, I wish I hadn't gone to that window. When I went to that window, I was terrified. On the other side of the street was the man again. He was standing, motionless, staring across at my house. And then I saw that he was holding something big. It was my dog. He killed my dog. He killed my dog. He killed him. I quickly shut the window and pulled the curtains across. I ran to my phone and called the cops, reporting strange activity around my house. About a half an hour later, the 2 cops showed up and looked around. They found nothing and assured me that no one was sneaking around. I didn't believe them one bit. Nervously, I locked myself in the room that night. A week went by, and my paranoia was getting the better of me. I constantly checked all of my windows. I locked all of my doors. No one is getting in, and no one was getting out. I'd seen the man a few more fucking times since I called the police, and after a while I just stopped calling them. They called me paranoid. They don't understand. This is a matter that they couldn't help me with. I felt like I was being watched constantly. I slept with the lights on. The noise outside were getting louder, but I kept ignoring them. I should have just... There had to have been something I could have done differently, because that's when it happened. I opened my eyes, and the tall, thin man, no more than 5 feet from the edge of my bed. I saw it, and I saw its long, spindly arms. It was tall, thin. The face, oh God, the face. There was nothing more terrifying than that. I immediately leapt out of bed, screaming as its appendage shot towards me. I crouched in a ball in the corner of the room and shut my eyes, because I didn't want to open them. I couldn't bear to see him again. All I did was wait. I waited. And for what seemed like years, I sat there. And when I finally opened my eyes, the morning dawn proved that he was gone. incident that occurred that night shook me to my core. I boarded up the doors and the windows. I grabbed my father's 12 gauge from the attic and kept it with me. I'm sitting here looking through old magazines and catalogs. I can see its reflection in the screen of my television. And I know he's standing right behind me. I don't want to see him again. Oh God. I don't want him looking at me anymore. And you know, this shotgun's loaded. Maybe if I just pull the trigger. Yes. Yes, I'll do just that. Goodbye.